am Gregory Hallows, and this is Preserve Halloween Podcast. So, it's almost Halloween, guys. August, like I said last podcast, my birthday is basically the kickoff for me to start decorating and pretty much declare it Halloween season. A lot of people, it's when certain items get into the stores. Some people, it's Halloween all year round. I mean, most of us. But, we kind of have a sense of, it's officially here once we start seeing, certain things. So that's cool. But I've started noticing a lot more items in stores. I'm still desperately trying to find those dollar Walmart pumpkin pails, which pretty sure don't exist anymore. I researched the company that used to make them. Of course, General Foam is no longer in business, but the company that took them over, I think they bought out the design for the pails. I don't know if they're making them anymore. I haven't got a response. I reached out to their company just to see, but so far I've had no luck. So I'm going to keep looking. I'm probably going to end up with the actual legitimate, literal pumpkin buckets, pumpkin pail, the kind that you would take to the beach for sand, but it's painted orange with a pumpkin face on it, or jack-o'-lantern face. That's probably what I'll end up with, which is fine, but I really wish I could find those pumpkin pails again. But, we'll see. It's going to be good either way. I did find some news that I found interesting online. I have a Google alert set up for Halloween, and most of the year it's pretty calm, but lately it's been kind of crazy. I saw some news from Home Depot. They recently said that they sold out of their early release of all their Halloween products, which I mean, it's common sense to us, but it means consumers are ready to decorate their homes for fall and winter, which, of course we are. They will put the full assortment back on sale in the coming weeks, according to this article I read. But my big question is, are they going to have any more of those 12-foot skeletons? Because I'm still trying to find one. I really, really want one for my house. I don't need it, but I would love to have one. I live in an area that hopefully it wouldn't walk off on its own if I put it out, which I know is the problem with a lot of people that are buying them. They, get stolen, which is just ridiculous. Like, why? Don't steal Halloween decorations. Don't steal anything. But I think that I could put one out where I live, and it would look pretty creepy because I kind of live out in the middle of nowhere. I just really want to see what it would look like. I mean, I guess I could mock it up with Photoshop or whatever, but I really want one of those. Maybe one day they'll get to the point where they're at dirt cheap, like some of the stuff I've found that's been pretty cool lately. I picked up the, I guess it's the cauldron jack-o'-lantern that does the smoke. But, you put water in it and it makes the smoke, which is cool. I got them for, I think, half price from normal. It was a Target product. And I went out shopping recently with friends of mine. My wife stayed home with the kids. One of my daughters was sick, so she's like, look, just go. I know you've been waiting for this, just go. So I hope you all are as blessed with someone who knows you love Halloween as much as we all do and allows you to love it, unconditionally. So thank you to my wife for letting me do that. I spent the entire day going around and probably shopping for the year because I probably won't have time to do it again much, like in person. So it was a lot of fun. I got a few things. I didn't buy a lot because I'm trying to limit what I get because I'm focusing a lot on, vintage and trying to accumulate some of the things that are going to disappear eventually, like paper products, things like that. So speaking of that, I do want to make a retraction on something I said, and it's probably not as harsh as that I'm making it out to be in my head, but I kind of dissed Spirit Halloween a little. I think even Target, but I'm not against either one of those stores. I comparing them to like the stuff that is considered vintage, it's really not fair. So I apologize. I mean, I'm anticipating Spirit Halloween opening because to me it's more, it doesn't really matter if I go there and buy anything, which I always do. I buy masks. One of the guests for the Preserve Halloween Festival, Justin Mabry, his company Trick or Treat Studios, always has a really good new assortment of masks that Spirit Halloween carries, and I pick them up, especially the vintage inspired ones. You know, it's just I got them hanging on my wall, and it's always fun. But the thing about Spirit is it's another one of those indicators that Halloween is almost here because those stores start popping up all over. Ours hasn't opened yet. I think it opens next week. So hopefully I'll get to go there soon, take the kids and kind of see what I've heard. There's a lot of new products. So I'm looking forward to see what's new. And Target, I don't know if I'll ever make it out to there. It's such a far away from me. The closest Target to me is probably 2 hours away. If I happen to be in that town, I'll stop by and check it out. But I kind of want to wait until I know that they have stuff because it's not a let me just stop by and see kind of trip. I have to be in that town visiting already to make the trip because it's so far. But some of you noticed that the Halloween Preservation Society 21, 22 membership items, I'm starting to kind of reveal those. I was going to wait and put the memberships up next week, but I just decided to go ahead and do it. You can still order the ones from this past year, the first year. A lot of people ask me, can they still buy the first one? I'm like, oh yeah, of course, until I run out of that stuff because I'm not going to order anymore. Once those are gone, they're gone. But yes, when you order the second year, if you want to, and if you're not a member for the first year, yes, you can go ahead and get both. I would love for you to have everything. Because for the second year, I'm going to have patches, and my wife designed a die-cut Halloween decoration that I've sent to the printer, and there's a couple more things I'm thinking about adding, just to make it different this year. I don't want the same thing. I know people love stickers and they love all the same, that stuff, but I want it to be a difference. So you know, it's obvious that it's the second year, because, just want to keep getting better. Speaking of, I talked about one of my latest purchases recently. I've posted some pictures online. I mostly bought blow mold stuff and things for my kitchen, I think. I guess glasswares for Halloween so far. There's a lady named Ray Dunn, I think, that I didn't realize how popular she was, and I saw a ton of stuff Halloween that she designed. And, for anyone else out there that doesn't know who that is, it's the products that, just have a word on them. They seem really simple, but it's easy to mock an idea if you didn't come up with it. So it's very popular. I have some relatives that are teachers, and they said that's, one of the biggest gifts they've been getting the past few years is the Ray Dunn stuff. So saw a few of those things. I bought a couple. I got some shower curtains, which I'm not going to use as shower curtains. I'm going to use them as just regular curtains. Not Scooby-Doo. Charlie Brown and Peanuts gang. I got a shower curtain of that, and also Mickey Mouse, the Halloween versions of each. Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. So that was good, and I picked up some other, mostly stuff for decorating my house, like the inside. I did get the blow mold that does the fog. It's basically a fog machine jack-o'-lantern. And I picked up a few other things I can't remember. Of course, I don't take notes, I kind of love doing this off the top of my head. But Preserve Halloween Festival is still going strong planning wise. I'm still taking vendor applications. I'm being very picky about the vendors. So if you did apply and I haven't gotten back to you, don't fret. I'm trying to make sure I am vetting the applications because I want there not to be any duplications, and that's mostly because I want the vendors to do as well as possible. And if there's a lot of the same stuff, you won't do as well. I've been doing live events for almost a decade now, or over a decade actually, if you count all of them, and you just want the best variety you can get for each show you do. And I know that I'm going to get some more applications because, Halloween's upcoming. And when I started promoting the Halloween festival in, June and July, people were like, why are you asking me about Halloween? I'm like, why not? I will ask you in January. But I know some people don't want to think about it till it gets closer, and that's fine. I am planning on doing some auctions for some autographed items I've picked up, and I'm gonna work with some charities to donate some money based on the proceeds from that. I did a Ween Dream fundraiser for my birthday and raised some money, and I'm pushing Ween Dream. They're a New Orleans based company that takes in donations of costumes for kids that can't afford them or just can't get them for whatever reason. So I love to push Ween Dream. My Bat World Sanctuary pamphlets came in, and I think one of the things I want to do for the memberships for the second year is everyone that's a member, we pick a bat from the sanctuary and adopt it collectively as a whole, and that becomes our bat. I talked to Brian Cloudis. I think I talked about this last week, but he's doing a Sleepy Hollow event in Texas, and he's also doing a Salem event in Georgia. And I talked to him briefly. I'm going to see if we can work together and kind of collaborate and cross-promote, which is always fun to do with like-minded people. Scream Hollow, the haunted house in Austin, right outside Austin, Bastrop, they're about to start up in September. They've been working on getting everything ready, and I'm really excited to find out, more about that. But speaking of Texas, one of the things I got questioned when I decided to do the Halloween festival there was why Texas. I even caught some slack from some people about, why are you choosing to do it here? We already have enough things here, which, I get that. But also, I really love Texas. My daughter goes there every summer for a book festival. One of her best friends is there. But not to be a Debbie Downer, so I'm not going to, talk about, that part of Texas, but because it's a, isolated incidents. But because of Texas and the Sleepy Hollow event happening by, Brian, I decided to look up Sleepy Hollow, Texas actually on accident because I was trying to find his website for his event. But I didn't know there's a Sleepy Hollow Elementary in Amarillo. There is a Sleepy Hollow tattoo shop in Fort Worth. And there's actually a neighborhood in Pearland, or Pearland, depends on, who you are, how you say it, tomato, tomato. Pearland, Texas, called Sleepy Hollow. So I am really looking forward to finding out more about those places. I think I'm going to contact the tattoo shop and see if there's any artists that, working there that would be interested in doing the show. But it's fun. Sometimes, just randomly Google things and find out what you find. That's how I stumbled upon, I found this huge archive of newspapers, like going back to the 1800s, that some days I just decide to go on there and type in search words and see what comes up. I posted a bunch of newspaper articles about Halloween that I found, I think yesterday, just because I found the site again because it's in my bookmarks and I was looking for something else. I was like, oh, let me go on this newspaper website and just start typing in stuff. And I found some articles from 1845 about Halloween, and I'm going to post a few more today because I found a really funny one about there was some kind of accident or something, bad to happen to somebody that was blamed on Halloween. So, hey, Halloween's been getting blamed for bad things for, 200 years. So, what's going to change? Probably nothing ever. But we love it. I know the people that listen to the podcast love Halloween. I thank you all again for, I guess I've passed a year. I don't know. I need to look. I don't know how long I've been doing this, but podcast is still fun for me. I enjoy just rambling about the things that I love about Halloween and, trying to bring some kind of sense of community and, let you guys know a little bit about more what I'm doing. And I just, I'm excited anybody even cares. So, as I always end the podcast, preserve Halloween.